Okay, so welcome to TechTalk Friday. I'm with Karamjit Singh from Digital News Asia, and Karam, on Wednesday we broke.
It seems like we were just here seconds ago.
We broke this big story about Axiata.
Correct. Well, no, we didn't break lah. We just get our take on it lah. We didn't break the story. Okay.
I wanted to make you famous lah.
No.
So we talked about the Digi Celcom / Axiata Telenor merger, but proposed merger. And what was interesting is that we also talked towards the end a little bit about something that just came out a couple of days ago. Last Friday.
Got lost in
all the euphoria
of
but he also is on Axiata, right? And specifically Axiata Digital, which is run by Muhammad Khairul Abdullah. They announced together with Tan Sri Jamal that Mitsui, this big Japanese conglomerate,
Keiretsu.
Right. So this Keiretsu, or this huge Mitsui, are going to invest, take a minority stake in Axiata Digital. But strategic. But also that they valued Axiata Digital, in totality, 640 million USD, but 500 million, around 500 million USD for just the Axiata Digital piece.
Exactly. Yes.
That's significant, right?
It's huge. What you're talking about? 500 million
outside
is 2
of Grab,
billion.
right? This is going to be the next big story, right? But for a big company like Axiata to be able to get that kind of valuation in the tech space is amazing. I mean, there's surely some lessons that we can learn. I mean, it's been announced now a couple of days now, but what are some lessons that we can learn, and what are some things? I mean, tell us a bit about this deal and why is it so significant?
No, it's. I think the lessons learned are more interesting because people know already the numbers, right? Mitsui has come in with an investment into Axiata Digital at a valuation of 500 million. That means before Mitsui has put in money, they're saying we value you at US 500 million. So if we put in 50 million, then we're getting 10% of the company.
So that one people know, right? But how did Axiata reach this point? I think it's interesting because I know Kyrie has talked a lot about the story of how they we had phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. I mean, talk us through that because I think that's very significant.
So the story actually started when the Axiata bought in 2013, and when Tan Sri Jamal Jamal Ibrahim is part of the board, right? And they said
President and CEO.
CEO that, and said they allocated about 300 million US. You can read the DNA story for the actual number amount, right? Say, okay, look, go take this money and go and learn and understand and experiment in the digital economy because they know that is going to be the economy of the future.
That's right.
Right? And you cannot remain as a traditional telco. So with that chunk, then Axiata created Axiata Digital Services, and they invested in 30 startups. Now Khairul says that look when it hit 30, they said look, we've spent enough time now learning about this digital economy, this startup ecosystem. Do we really want to focus on so many, spread the money so thin, or do we want to focus on areas where we can win?
Okay.
So they decided to let's focus on areas we can win, and they picked 3 areas.
So there's the ADA.
ADA is one, that is advertising, digital advertising. Second one was on fintech, which is Boost, right? Their wallet.
Okay.
And then the third one was in their Epigate API, which is application programming interface. Epigate they call it, right? And why do they want to play in that space?
So they focus on 3. So phase 1 was learning. Phase 2 was really about
after taking the learnings,
and having very directional,
very focused
where
can we win
on specific areas and industries.
Exactly.
Right?
And then they say, okay, then they created these 3 brands, right, in-house. So what's interesting is these are not startups. These are created by a telco group itself. But I told Khairul, this is amazing. You got everybody who's an engineering background. He said no. He said Axiata Digital at its peak had 87% of its staff who never worked in a telco before. So you bring in people who are not from your industry, share different DNA from you. Then they bring the digital economy ecosystem and DNA to the table, right? And that was very important. So that's why they were operating, although they had still the constraints a bit of a corporate company, but they were totally operating very much like startups. And they had learning. He said we had learned already from all the 30 companies we invested in. And they also pinched the best people from those companies. They pinched from Google, from Facebook, from Grab, from iFlix.
Yeah, we got a couple of friends there.
And pick the best people to come and staff these 3 companies and start growing them. And Mitsui likes what they see. They say, hey, we want to be part of this growth journey.
So now this phase is really about execution, of getting the right funds.
No, not only execution, it's about acceleration. They've already executed well enough that Mitsui has put in. So they don't want to disclose the number, but Mitsui has put in the high double digits US dollars. And of course in ringgit then it's easily over 100 million ringgit. So now they've got the firepower. According to Khairul, now they're going to accelerate their growth and they're going to use the money for M&As also. So just watch for these three players, right? Apigate, Ada, and Ada is already very disruptive in the advertising space, and Boost also, and they're going to become even stronger champions. And so, the great lessons, the board of Axiata, credit to them, they decided to take the risk. They didn't want to stay in the telco space. They knew the future is digital. We got to learn, we got to adapt, and let's be brave enough to maybe risk some capital, and in the part of experimenting, they're going to make some losses also. But the losses have been overcome with the wins
comparatively
here.
to, I mean, I'm thinking, right, this is a very good lesson for many companies now. Big companies with good cash flow, they say,
and in good cash flow in their current businesses.
Correct. And then they say, let's be, let's invest in other companies. And then they put together a fund, 20 million, 50 million, and then they start buying companies, and then somehow nothing masters, right? There doesn't seem to be.
So you're right, because
how can we learn from Axiata Digital?
I think that's why I think all the leading conglomerates in Malaysia should go to Tan Sri Jamal and Khairil and say, guys, can you share with us your learnings over the last few years?
Maybe we should facilitate that.
We can facilitate, So it's very important. They've had a lot of learning.
So there's some things we can learn from them.
They broke the mold of their own traditional industry, because you want to try to play in a new space, although it complements and disrupts your existing business, except that digital will complement and will disrupt your business at the same time, and you got to play in the game. You got to play in the game, right? I came up with a new word like glam. So you got to play in the game, and you got to be willing to risk losing money also. Right, but Axiata has shown that you can make it work. A lot of lessons they have learned. People need to engage.
So we need to talk one of these days. Let's get these guys. Let's get Khairil and let's talk about some of the lessons, because I think those are there's many companies and all of them tend to fail. Almost all of them tend to fail.
Because they have their corporate side. Even Khairil said that a lot of corporate venture capital funds don't succeed. Theirs has, and the enterprise value they created is, I think, x 2.65 times. And there's further upside, right? With Mitsui in now, they'll grow further. Correct. And Mitsui has already been opening doors for them with their huge portfolio of companies.
And also to new
before the deal was cemented. They're doing like a technical integration with a motorcycle company in Indonesia. They've entered into a company, a Japanese company in Malaysia that they couldn't enter before Mitsui came and said, please work with our brother. Incredible opportunities for Boost, for Ada, and from Apigate at a global level, and Apigate now will benefit from the Telenor merger, right? Suddenly now they say, look, we've got 300 million customers in Asia that you can plug into.
Because I mean, the Telenor piece brings a whole new angle to the whole game, right?
Whole different game.
I mean, that's gonna just. So you've got Mitsui, the Japanese, you've got the Europeans now with Telenor, and then you've got an Asian big guy, with Axiata.
Exactly, and it's probably headquartered out of Kuala Lumpur. It'll create a lot of opportunities for Malaysians, smart Malaysians who want to work for a world-class company. Lots of avenues.
So we need to bring Liron Mix and DNA to that level soon.
Yeah, man, true, man. We will raise up our game also. Right?
Learning lessons from the guys that have made it and done it right, and done it well.
Done it right, yeah.
Well done to Axiata Digital, and well done to Telenor and Axiata
and Khairil also for being the good leader that he has been.
All these guys, and hopefully we'll come back with some real tangible lessons that we can share.
Exactly.
All right, have a good weekend, everyone, and there's TechTalk Friday for you this week.